Dear Hunter Jayne, on the 12th of September 2019, we first found out about you.
Oh my god!
And even though we hadn't met you yet, little did we know that you would completely change our lives forever. As we fast forward 9 months later in our story, on the first Tuesday of June, your mother and I were eagerly awaiting your arrival, like a kid on Christmas Eve. We prepared your bed, the first little outfit to go into, shared stories of who we think you'll look like, whilst we listened to Jack Johnson. We Can Be Friends still tears up your mum to this day. So as the clock nestled above your mother's head just crossed 7:44 in the evening, you came into the world.
No, it's a bit cold without those blankets, isn't it?
Hello. Welcome to the world.
We don't always remember the days, but we remember the moments together. And though your first week on Earth was doing some checkups in the hospital, it just made bringing you home even more special. Welcome home, Hunter. 1 week being a parent and
Already matching.
already got our matching family pajamas. As there were some people very eager to meet you.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Your first week was filled with naps. And more naps. And even more naps. So we decided it was probably time we all went outside for the very first time. And honestly, it reminded us that if we all want to swim with dolphins together one day, we should probably get you used to water. In the early months, we slowly learned who you are. Kinda like a best buddy you just met, but you know are gonna be lifelong friends. As you slowly worked out what in the world was going on, our goal as parents were trying to figure out how to get a good old gummy smile from you.
Hi. Hello.
And you haven't stopped smiling since. Okay, now I don't know if you know this yet, but Mum and Dad's first love was travel, and we needed to introduce you to her. So a passport photo was needed. You ready to see the photograph that's gonna be in your passport for the next 5 years? Okay, we promise we'll get you a new one come 2025, but in the meantime, we at least took you down south to Bunker Bay for your first beach time, and then caught a flight all the way up to Broome. Here, we just knew we had struck gold as parents with you, as you were not only easy to travel with, but made travel so much more enjoyable. And this kind of led us to the crazy realization that we should as a family buy a van and move into it.
Our first family shot in our home.
But we will come back to that. We can't believe how fast you were growing up, as before we knew it, I was turning 30. So your mom surprised us all with a little trip in a big orange caravan up to Exmouth. There we swam with some whale sharks, and don't worry, we will take you when you're older. So before we get back to the whole moving into an empty van thing, first let's just appreciate the many Halloween outfits your mom popped in. She just couldn't decide what was her favorite. So up until this point, we're all kind of living through a global pandemic, which I will tell you all about when you're older, but unfortunately it meant we had to wait many months before you could meet your Mima and Granddaddo, as they live all the way on the other side of Australia, and they cherished every moment they had with you. You could kind of say it was a little early Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, I may have said a porcupine. Your mom's first love is actually Christmas. And December, maybe late Novembers, are gonna be a very joyous time in our family. We try to teach you all our traditions, from putting up the tree to leaving a little snack out for Santa. So, as a brand new year began and you turned 7 months old, you finally realized what all the fuss about food was. And ever since then, we just can't seem to give you enough of it. Oh, and also you've started crawling, which has already led us to chasing you around the house many times. Mum and Dad continued their hard work building our little van into our new home, and yes, of course, we appreciated you helping out so much that we thought we'd squeeze in a little family getaway down south again during our beautiful Aussie summer. Okay, we know the alpaca's her favourite. Okay, so we all know that this was not the only trip we squeezed in during your first year. As delays moving into our van kept us on our toes, we all popped on a plane to South Australia, where we chartered our first Cessna, and we think you loved it. So from tiny planes to tiny homes, 9 months crossed by, and you would never guess it, Mum got you another cute outfit. I'll let you try and guess what holiday it was for. Oh wait, did somebody say holiday? Alright, we kinda popped over for your very first international flight to New Zealand. A place very special to your mum and dad, as it was once our very first trip overseas together. There, we explored the beautiful countryside, but all you wanted to do was go for a swim in each and every spot we stayed in. You were also amazing helping with Mum's first Mother's Day, cooking breakfast, but I will kind of say that you did get distracted from the birds on her birthday setup. Also, I think you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie like your dad. So, as year one on this little floating rock slowly came to an end, we closed the door on your first family house that we brought you home to, and as we waved goodbye, we were all eager to start a brand new chapter as we take you on an epic adventure around Australia. Let's bring on year two.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Hunter Jayne, through the park, by the plane, we will rest upon the ground, look at all the bugs we found, safely walk to school without a sound, safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else, we walk to school all by ourselves, there's dirt on our uniforms from chasing
Say, I'm having
all the
fun.
ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn.